With every breath, a promise to rise. Together we chase the limitless skies. Galvanize the world, feel the mold of my life. Every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key. A future built on trust and integrity. Galvanize the world, feel the light. With every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key. A future built on trust and integrity.
Hello to all you Galvanators out there. It is that time of the week again, Galvanator Unite call, as we come together and share some great information as we continue on this journey, moving forward to decentralizing healthcare, giving people the empowerment to their own medical records and to be able to put together these personal paths for each individual. And as we go down this path, it is just so impressive to see what we're doing, how many needs that it can solve. And that's what we're out there doing. We're trying to go out there and solve problems, leave people better than we found them. And as we gather on this call every single week and we learn together, we go over different things that we can do to implement that and move this cause forward. We just appreciate the energy and effort that everybody in this community is putting in, because it is community run, it's community based, and we're going to win together as a community. So thanks again for being here. And as we get into this, we're going to start off. We've got the team here as well, and we're excited to hear from Dr. Sharp as we do get some training, some insights from him today. So Adam, thanks so much for being here. And Dr. Sharp, we'll turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Byron. And hello, everyone. I want to share. So my oldest son is actually getting a degree in international relations. And so health is something that is uniquely personal. And we also know that it's something that there's general things that are true for all of us. All of us benefit from exercise. All of us benefit from watching what we are consuming. And but it's a little bit different. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about, I have people I love dearly. I obviously come from a traditional Western medicine MD degree and healthcare research. However, I have been fortunate to be associated with many loved ones who practice more Eastern wellness medicine and things that, frankly, I received no training and have no more understanding than anyone else about patterns or histories or traditions of ways that people help themselves to be well. So this is East and West, and I hope it will be helpful for everybody, because I think blockchain and a decentralized worldwide community has a particular opportunity to blend the best of both, and that's what we're aiming to do. So I found this quote and I liked it, but it's unknown. I don't know who to attribute it to. Eastern medicine without Western science risks being incomplete, and Western medicine without Eastern wisdom risks being unsustainable, and certainly not complete either. And so I think I hope as we leave here, you'll all understand that that there's no one size fits all, and we can take the best of various traditions or expertise to get what we need for our individual health and well-being. So bridging Eastern and Western medicine. What if we didn't have to, I have a lot, there's, as I said, we kind of fall into camps. I guess it's human nature for us to be tribal and congregate with people that are like us. And so I often will find people who, well, maybe in good humor, but not so appropriate at times, maybe ridicule one side or the other. I have people that are like, I will never go to a doctor because XYZ. And I have people who are like, I would never go to, some more Eastern medicine, whether that be acupuncture or all the other types of health and wellness traditions that have shown to be effective for a long time. And I don't think it has to be an either or. I think it can be and I think we can get the best of both because they each have unique strengths and limitations. So starting with Western medicine, this is, again, where I have most of my past experience and training, but there's some substantial strengths here. Western medicine seems to have focused on acute disease processes. I'm an emergency physician. If you have a heart attack or a stroke or acute traumatic injury where you have an accident or something, Western medicine has very good options in terms of life-saving acute care. Advanced diagnostic tests, whether that be ultrasound, MRI, CT scans, the variety of lab tests that can be done, and evidence-based treatments that we know help people when they're acutely ill. However, many limitations. You've heard me talk about these. The system is fragmented. When you leave the hospital, the doctor you may follow up with may or may not have any information about what's happened to you. Through the culture of the way payment happens, usually the appointments are rushed and brief and to the point. And so when you have questions about other things that aren't very specific to why the doctor might have thought you were there, you often don't get those answered. And it's extremely expensive. It's one of the biggest problems with traditional medicine as we know it now. It's too expensive. It's prohibitive for many. And maybe the most important is they have not focused on preventive measures in the same way that Eastern medicine has. And so often those, if you're doing well, there's not a lot of benefit that traditional clinical medicine has offered you in the past. Now, Eastern medicine, not my expertise, but things that I think all of us have experienced. I remember the first time I experienced acupuncture and I thought, this is fantastic. This has helped me way more than some of the things that I've been trying. But it is holistic. It is intentionally holistic. It treats your whole body, and not just your whole body, but also your preferences and your personal beliefs and value system. It is by definition preventive. It intends to help treat the whole person before you get sick, not just afterwards. And then they can have more time and more continuity with patients. Now the limitations are there's variable regulation. It's hard to know. There's not a strategic and structured, at least not in many of the places in the United States, where you can have trust and confidence that someone is actually skilled and qualified to help you. And so some of the variable regulation maybe causes a lot of variability in your ability to get the best care that you're seeking. They often do not have the robust access to full medical records. And then there's insurance gaps. And so even how do you pay for Western medicine? Often you're not able to use some of your already paid for resources in order to get some of the care that you would like. So each of them have their own strengths and weaknesses that are very different. So the reason I bring this up is Galvan is obviously a decentralized, community owned and operated blockchain. It's one where G+ provides you to have a secure health record that's owned by you. You're the only one that has access to it, and you can, based on your own permissions, give access to whoever you visit. So you don't have to be worried that, oh, my traditional medical doctor has this information and my non-traditional or Eastern medicine health professional has this information and they don't overlap. You can capture and own and operate what you have and then share it with whoever you like. The other option is this provides personalized care plans. It allows you to use what you feel has worked for you and what is individually tailored to your needs and your desires in order to get the best of both. And then, as we always talk, G+ provides incentives for effective behaviors. We are hoping in the very near future, be looking for this, but we have a plan to propose another vote, or each of you node owners can propose a vote anytime you like through our partner node governance or no-go. And the idea is we want to continue rewarding healthy behaviors in whatever ways that we can in order to incentivize people to do things that keep them healthy. So I believe there's a place for the best of East and West, where each of you deserve the best of holistic preventive care that is aligned with your own beliefs and value systems and available based on where you live geographically. I believe also that when you have acute health problems or where you have things that traditional medicine is shown to be highly effective at treating, that you will get that care and that these can be collaborative. The blockchain is secure, it's transparent data sharing across system, which helps to build a bridge between these two thought patterns. And then we also, as always, we want to reward you for doing healthy actions so that we can unite the care of each so that each of you benefit. So with that, I hope if you are Eastern persuasion and holistic medicine and things that you've been taught for a long time, keep using those. If you come from a world where traditional Western medicine is the only thing that you've ever used, I think each camp, I guess, has an opportunity to learn from the other. and to take the best of each so that we can get what we need. So with that, I hope you go and galvanize the world to heal humanity. And I will now pass the baton over to Robert. We're glad that he's back with us and feeling well. So Robert, take it away.
Greetings. Happy Tuesday. Delighted to be with you. So for our tip from the G Plus app, if you want to jump in and follow me, that would be great. But the other day, my wife and I were walking over to the grocery store. We have a grocery store that's just in the next neighborhood over. And as we were walking there, we ran into a neighbor that was walking as well. And he was going on a very long route to get to the grocery store. And we said, "Hey, what's up?" And he says, well, his cardiologist had suggested that the best thing that he could do for his heart was to get 30 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise. That made me smile a little bit because that's kind of what we focus on here. And he says, they want me to start tracking every day how many minutes that I get into a moderate or vigorous area. And so he showed me his phone, and he showed me he has a little flip that opens his phone, and he had on it a little Post-it note, and he had written each day, and he had done little ticks, and he was doing every 5 minutes, he'd do another tick, and then he showed how many of those he had each day. And I thought, well, that is definitely taking ownership of your health, and hopefully I will be able to introduce him to an easier way to track it here. And so I just wanted to take a moment to show you how easy it is to track your heart minutes. So for instance, when we go into our vitals screen, you can see I'm here on the day view. And so you can see heart minutes. I can see how many heart minutes I've got today. Underneath each of our different vitals, you'll see what your average is. So as your day progresses, for instance, on heart minutes, I'm at 74 and my average is 66. So I'm already above. The day's only half done for me and I'm already above it. So that's a good day. And you can see your different vitals on a daily basis, right? You have your calories burned, your steps, your sleep, your heart rate, your water intake, even your blood pressure. And again, as we take ownership of our health, we can see what we are doing today as well as where we're at in the future. And then you have your different views. So I can look at my heart minutes as I'm going along for a 6-month trend. I can see the year trend. I can see that with my calories burned, with steps, etc. And so that was interesting to me to listen to his method of taking ownership of his health. He also said that his cardiologist and his primary care doctor wanted to check on his mental health. And so they have him call in to a special line, and then he has to answer some multiple choice questions. Basically, he's taken a PHQ 8 or 9. And so it's intriguing to me that I wanted to remind you that on the mind side, so if I click this and I click on mind, that every day that you do your wellness check, right, you get your score for your mood and your stress and your energy levels. Well, in the background, we also keep track of your depression and your anxiety levels. And so we don't have to call into someone. We don't have to take a survey question, etc. We're just checking this in the background. So you can see every month we will tick off for you where your anxiety and your depression levels are. The beauty of this, if you go to the doctor, is that if you see these 3 little dots here by the word anxiety over to the right, if you click on that, you can actually share that screenshot with your doctor or with whomever you'd like to. What I find as a benefit to my exercise is it's one thing to do my daily routine. It's another thing that I share it with a partner, with someone else that's that I trust, that they're working, helping me, and I'm helping them. And so we share our data back and forth. And so we can add and share your information as you go along with your different vitals. Hopefully that is helpful to you And so again, your vitals, we've got body, we've got mind, we have your soul. So energy is actually broken down in a couple different levels. We can talk about your speed. This is based on your voice, the power of your diction, and the dynamics, how up and down your voice does go. And so based on that, we have a good pulse on your energy, as well as we track your sleep, right? And so it is exciting to me that in one system, we can show and track, and you can take ownership of your own health. And with that, I want to move this over to Casey for a customer service tip. Casey, turning it over to you.
Perfect. Okay, so I am going to show some exciting developments. We talked about this last week, and we have our gym membership products live in our shopping cart. So you can see them listed here, digital gym membership. There's common, epic, and legendary. If you click into this, you can see the different descriptions on them. It will tell you how many workouts you need to do, and explain how much you can earn in eyes rewards. You'll notice here, I'm not currently logged in. So it does say set up wallet. If you've already set up your wallet, you can click this. It's just going to take you to the login. A wallet is required for these products because we are going to deliver the NFT or the product directly to your wallet. So you've got to have that in there. There is no need to activate these, but it'll have more description and more information for you, along with some links over to our support page. One of the big things you can do is if you just search for digital gym membership, you can see it's already popped up here. This is going to go through all the different questions that you may have around it, how you get rewarded, how many times, everything like that. If you don't see the answers to your questions there, just click this submit a request button, and that will get a message over to our support team. And that'll be the fastest way that we can help you out with anything. And then on the gym membership, there is a requirement that you have to upload your proof of gym membership, and you have to upload your proof of your gym attendance. In order to do that, there are links in that FAQ, but if you go to galvan.health, right here, there's a button that says submit gym proof. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the forms that you can fill out. The proof of gym attendance does require a separate submission for each one. You'll notice here, it does say only one submission per day will be counted. So don't save them up for the end of the month and submit them all together. Submit them as you're attending the gym and as you're completing those workouts. And then your proof of gym membership submission. If it's monthly, we will need a new one each month just to prove that you've still got that membership. If it's annual, we just need one. Any questions on that? Again, just come down here. You can click support, and that'll take you back over to our support page. So super exciting stuff. We're really excited. They're live in the shopping cart. Go get yours today, and you can start earning. And I'm going to head things back over to Byron.
There we go. Hey, thanks, Case. Appreciate that. And Adam, great information. There's always things that we can learn from all aspects of health and wellness. And it's powerful. The more educated we become, the more empowered we become. And so that's what we're trying to do with this, being able to show people as they're going out there and doing these actions that there really is a benefit to them. And, you know, as we talk about these the digital gym memberships, I don't want people to think that, that it's something that, okay, it's just another thing. Guys, we are at Galvan, the health and wellness, reward program for the globe. And so wherever you get them, you can get them, as you can see them now, in your Galvan account. If you're over at Connect, they will be at Connect here shortly, we believe. You can get them at the Well Collective as well. There's different places that you can get these. But the main thing is there's only a certain amount that we're going to be able to do this with, because you can't just be as aggressive as we're being as we're getting this started forever. And so what I want to do is, there's a quote that I heard once that I love, and you may have heard this before, but they say that knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power, but that's not true. Applied knowledge is power. It doesn't matter if we know something, if we don't do it. It doesn't matter if we get a gym membership and we don't use it. Doesn't matter if we have the G Plus app and we don't utilize it. So what I love about what we're doing here with these reward programs is everybody is motivated by two things. We're motivated towards pleasure and away from pain. And so if we can create that reward structure, if we can create that extra incentive for somebody to go out there, grab a digital membership because they're already going to the gym or they want to go to the gym. I went and looked at some statistics just in the United States, just in the US, there's 76 million people that have a gym membership. 76 million. Okay? And that's quite a bit. And I'm sure there's even more that might get a membership or do something if they had some extra incentive and they could see what's in it for them. That's what this is all about. What is in it for me? We know that we should do it, but that instant reward, that ability to be rewarded for our energy and our effort really is huge. And so, as we look at these, let's kind of just break this down and show people, I always say, I like to break things down to the ridiculous. Let's break it down to the ridiculous and show why it makes sense for somebody to do this. Now, if we come over here and look, okay, we have 500 of these. Okay, we're only going to sell 500 of these. And once they're sold, they're done, because we can't take $150 and give out $360 forever. Where's the economics in that? We're doing this right now for those that see this value and see the benefit. But look at this for a second. Here's all the details. As Casey talked about, we have all that explanation for you. But I want you to see this. If somebody has, a $10 a month gym membership somewhere, or a $15 a month gym membership, you can see that the digital gym membership is $150. Okay, you can earn up to $360 worth of EYES tokens. Now, I want you to remember the value of these tokens are what they're worth during that month. So what do you think is going to happen over the next 12 months as we continue to promote these? Galvan continues to grow. Okay, there's a possibility, there's no guarantee, but there's a possibility as the community grows that the token does too, right? So it could be a lot more than this. It could go down too. That's the beauty of the community. It's up to us. As we grow this community, the value grows. And so if you look at this and you say, okay, if somebody is already spending, they're already doing it. They're already spending, $10 a month or $15 a month. So that's either $120 a year or $180 a year. So now they add this $150 digital gym membership. And so, it cost them, if they're already doing $10 a month, now they spent $270 total, but they can earn $360 in tokens that can go up or down. Okay. Or they're doing $15 a month. It's costing them $180 plus $150. So they're spending $330. They could get $360 in EYES tokens, as those tokens can go up or down as our community grows, right? So you can see here, we can dramatically subsidize or cover the cost of somebody's membership. And so we want to make it simple. Now, if they're like, okay, well, I don't know if that's quite worth it, saving a little extra money, great. Okay, well, then that's why we have other options. If people want to do the Epic, okay, we only have 250 of these that we're selling. And that's between all three parties. That's through Galvan directly. That's through the Well Collective. That is through Connect, all these different partners that Galvan will continue to partner up with. But there's 250 of these that we're going to do. You spend $250 and you have a chance to get $720 worth of EYES tokens in return. So if you have a $20 membership, or if you have a $40 gym membership or spa membership or something somewhere where you work out and exercise at, okay, you can see what it costs. You're paying that already. Somebody is paying that already. Out of the 76 million people that have a gym membership, they're paying that already. All we're trying to do is say, hey, how about we can reward you for going out there? Now, the rewards that you get from the G Plus app are in addition to this. This is a different membership, right? So you could actually double up if you're getting your heart minutes from your G Plus app and you're going to the gym. You're earning these tokens on a monthly basis, $60 worth of EYES tokens for those people that qualify and do what's necessary, as Casey just showed, what you got to do and enter in that you went and did it. There has to be actions. There have to be those actions. But you can see, even if somebody was spending $40 a month already, they're spending $480. Okay, here they would spend another $250. Sorry, and it says $150 there, but $250, and so they're spending $720 $2,730. So they subsidized, they pretty much covered it. But if not, then go to the next one. Because the beautiful thing here is with the legendary, you have a chance to make 2,000 eyes tokens. It costs $500. But if somebody was already spending, let's say they were spending $50 a month. Okay, $50 a month. So that's $600 that they're spending a year. Then they buy the digital gym membership for $500. So now we're talking $1,100. But then they have a chance to make 2,000 in eyes rewards back. Dramatically subsidized, covers it, and puts tokens in someone's pocket. See, that's what these memberships are all about. That's what this incentive is all about. This reward program is doing exactly what we talked about, and that is rewarding for what? For the healthy actions, going out there and doing that. And we don't need anybody's permission. Remember that. I don't have to go talk to Gold's Gym. I don't have to go talk to Planet Fitness. I don't have to go talk to anybody. If somebody has a gym membership, this can apply to any of the 76 million people in the United States that already have a gym membership, or anybody else that's looking to go and do that. And I'm telling you what, I go to the gym every single day, and I'm going to be selling a lot of these to the people that I meet there, just because why not? They're spending it anyway. And as this grows, we have the potential for, he said that token can go up or down. I believe as we continue to grow this as a community, as the community grows, then the direction of everything else has to grow as well. So no guarantees except for the ones we give ourselves. But the thing that I love about this is win, lose, or draw. If we're going out there and doing the things that we need to be doing, we're going to be in a better situation, because our body, our mind, our soul is going to be in a better place. Because, if you think about it, I mean, health and wellness is really where it's at. If you don't have the energy, if you don't have the focus to go out there, I mean, what kind of quality of life can we live? I mean, we're not trying to just add years to someone's life. I mean, modern technology, modern science, a lot of people are living longer with medicine than they've ever lived before, right? But a lot of people aren't living better longer. They might be living longer, but that doesn't always mean they're living better longer. They might be living sick longer. What we want to do is we want to add life to the years, not just years to the life. So if we're adding life to the years because we're focusing on those actions that can really make a difference, we're rewarding those actions that are rewarding somebody, and it's a personal gain for them to go out there and do that. As this is pretty exciting. So who do you know that's looking to be a little bit more fit? Who do you know that already has a gym membership? Well, I don't know if I know anybody that has a gym membership. Let me give you a clue. Let me give you a tip. If you don't know anybody that has a gym membership, go get one. Start going to the gym. You're going to meet a lot of people that have a gym membership. So utilize this for yourself. If you don't have one, get one. Okay, go and use this program. Use this digital gym membership to be able to subsidize or help cover that, and go out there and at the gym meet plenty of people. And I love the fact, I go to a gym where there's multiple locations. So I'm going to make sure that I'm not always going to the same location. I'm going to go to different locations, meet different people, and be able to share this opportunity with them, because this is key. But I'm telling you what, we only have 125 of the legendary. So 500 of kind of, the common, or 250 of the epic memberships, and 125 of the legendary. I mean, we can't just take $500 and give $2,000 away forever, but we're going to do it for those 125 people. That's for sure. So do you want to be one of them? That's where we're at right now. So whether it's going to Galvan, whether it's going to the collective, or soon, whether it's going to Connect, wherever you're tied in, go and utilize, take advantage of these, because they're going to go pretty fast. And there's a lot of other different types of digital memberships that we're going to be able to focus on in the future. But this gives people a taste of what this is all about, and what power we have by being the health and wellness blockchain, being first to market to do stuff that's never been done before. So those 76 million people that are out there with gym memberships, they've never heard of anything like this. So do you know what I call that? I call it opportunity. because we're here first. We're the ones talking about it. We're the only ones talking about it, the only ones I know that are doing it. And we get to be the solution for people. So let's go out there. Let's not be afraid to open our mouths, and let's be willing to go and share what we need to help people become healthier. And through that process, reward them for those actions and those activities, because we're just going to be in a better place because of it. Right? So hopefully that helps everyone understand, the benefits of what this really is and what it's all about, and how it can be kind of, you can say, a no-brainer. I just like to say, let's just break it down to the ridiculous. It's almost saying like, hey, if you do this, can I give you what it took you to do that back, but double it or triple it or quadruple it, because you went and put in the effort, because we're trying to reward effort here. That's pretty powerful. And that's what it's all about. So anyway, speaking of rewarding effort, what we're doing is we have been on a weekly basis, we're taking those people that have gone and swapped for eyes. And I don't know if you noticed, the eyes token took a pretty significant jump today. It goes, it can go up and down and all that kind of stuff, but I love the direction that we saw it going today. And we're going to, for those people that have entered in and submitted your transaction hash, you have a chance to win. So I'm going to pull up kind of like my randomizer here, and we're going to see who this week's winner is. So we're going to go from, put the numbers in here, from 1 through 22. Okay. And let's see who the winner this week is. Boom. Number 9, lucky number 9. Case, I know we have a winner, but who is it?
Our winner this week is Spencer G. So I'll go get that sent to him.
Spencer G, congratulations. We're going to double whatever it was that you you swapped, and you're going to see that in your wallet. So congratulations, and keep going out there, guys. There's some exciting news that continues to come out in this community, and we've got a lot of exciting things that we're going to be able to share as we continue to move forward. But it's just going to get better. So the faster we can get the momentum going, the faster you can help your community understand the power of empowerment and what Galvan is all about, the better off we're going to be as we, go into full-blown momentum. As we get momentum going, it continues to grow and expand. So excited to be on this journey with every single one of you. Thanks for all that you're doing. Appreciate the team here, everybody at Galvan, the time, the commitment, the energy, the effort that they put in. And, we're going to go out there and continue to win and push this thing forward. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Byron Belka, and I'm a Galvanator. Take care. We'll see you.
With every breath, I promise to rise. Together we chase the limitless skies. Galvanize the world, feel the mud of my life. Every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key. A future built on trust and integrity. Galvanize the world, feel the light. With every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key. A future built on trust and integrity.